Do you have osteogenesis imperfecta, aka brittle bones? I do too. I have type 1, and in this video I want to talk to you about how to exercise if you have OI. So let's talk about it. Let's do it, come on! Hey, what's going on? I am Tony Jacobson, and I am the author of Disable Your Disability. I'm an empowerment speaker, a healthy living coach, and a certified personal trainer. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do videos specifically like this about OI and also about fitness and nutrition and healthy living and mindset. All sorts of great stuff, motivational, inspirational, informational, so make sure you subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate your support. So let's talk about it. This is a big issue when it comes to having OI and exercising. And why is it such a big issue? Well, because when you think about exercise and you think about OI, exercising and lifting weights especially is the exact opposite of what OI tells you you're able to do or you're supposed to do. Because of course, with OI, we're fragile, we're brittle, our bones can break easily. Even myself with type 1, I have issues where I'm dealing with the possibility of breaking my bones easily. Here's the thing, it's important for us to exercise, even with our fragile bones, especially with our fragile bones. And that's because as we exercise, we are gaining muscle, which is giving us protection around the bones, and believe it or not, through resistance training, through weightlifting, we're actually stimulating bone growth and strength. Another reason why exercise is so important is because we want to watch our weight. Having OI, sometimes it means that we're not as mobile, we're not as active, and if we're not paying attention, we can easily gain weight. And this is not healthy for us. It's not healthy in general for us, for all of our body parts, but it's especially not healthy for our bones. The more weight we carry on any part of our body, the more stress we're putting on our bones. So we want to make sure we're maintaining a good weight for our bodies. So how do we do it? How do we exercise if we have osteogenesis imperfecta? Here's how you do it. Number one is you just have to start doing it. I know this sounds so simple, but with everything that comes along with OI, I understand the struggle of just mentally getting yourself into that place of saying, you know what, I'm gonna start moving more. I'm gonna look at how I can lift weights, how I can push my body a little bit further than it's ever been pushed before. And starting is sometimes the most difficult part of it, but honestly, it's just a matter of getting started. And the second thing you want to do as you do start is you want to assess your abilities. You really want to see what kind of range of motion do you have. You know, I have type 1 and my range of motion is pretty good. I can move my arms and my shoulders pretty well, although this left shoulder gets a little wonky sometimes. I do have issues in my hips, right? Like how much motion do you have in your legs, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your spine, your neck, all of the points, right? Through your wrist, your elbows, your shoulders. How much range of motion do you have? You want to assess that. You want to think about it. You want to test yourself and see where and how much can I move. And then you want to find exercises that you can do. Now, when it comes to actual exercises, there are no OI specific exercises. Everything is within a modification or an adaptation for our range of motion. And I think that's the most important thing to remember. If you see an exercise like a simple bicep curl and you don't have full range of motion to be able to bend your elbow or straighten your elbow, how can you adapt that exercise so that you're still working the bicep? Again, that's the most important thing you want to think about. Think about the muscle that's being worked in that specific exercise, and then how do you need to modify that movement in order to still work that muscle. Now, one trick right here that I want to tell you about is isometric exercise, and that's when you actually flex a muscle and you hold it, right? That hold position is the isometric portion of the movement, and this is very important when it comes to building muscle endurance. So yes, you want to get the full range of motion when you're doing an exercise, because in order for a muscle to grow, to become stronger, you definitely want to get full range of motion, right? But if you don't have full range of motion, how much motion do you have, and how much motion can you put into that exercise so that you can still flex and contract that muscle that's being worked. And do that for all of the exercises that you start to find and put together for yourself in a workout. And here's the final thing that I want you to think about. Don't worry about doing too little or too much. What's important is that you just get moving and you start to do something so that your body can start to build the muscle that it needs. And it goes way beyond this. It's way beyond just the muscles. It's the tendons, it's the ligaments, it's all the body parts in between, it's the metabolism, it's getting the heart pumping, it's all of these things. If you want more information, contact me. The link is in the description. You can also come to my website, disableyourdisability.com, and contact me through there. My specialty is creating workouts and exercises specifically adapted and modified for your range of motion. So please contact me and I'll help you out. So if you have OI, don't let it stop you. Get out there, break some barriers, not bones. Remember to eat right, get moving, and get your mind straight, because with those three things working together, you can and will live the healthy, high-powered, happy life you deserve. I'll see you next time.